Hello friends, today I'm going to talk about helping employees to find their emotional intelligence sweet spot. What do 90% of workplace high achievers have in common? It may or may not surprise you to hear that it's not high IQ, it's all about high EI, that is emotional intelligence. Recent studies suggest that people who have developed strong EI skills tend to earn more, enjoy more success compared to those who rely on their IQ alone. So folks, how we define EI? Let's look at it. Emotional intelligence as something intangible in each of us that affects how we manage our behavior, navigate social complexities, and make decisions. Emotional intelligence helps us perceive and communicate our thoughts or feelings in a way that empowers us to better communicate and collaborate to meet individual and collective goals. This is your brain on emotion, guys. The theory of emotional intelligence starts with brain structure and chemistry. What we need to understand. Consider a scenario where a colleague asks a tough question to you. That visual and audio information enters the brain through a limbic system, the brain's emotional factory, where it picks up emotional energy. Then it travels to a frontal cortex, the brain's executive office, where we make rational decisions. By nature, the brain puts the emotion first. So, the more emotionally charged question, the harder it is to react rationally. You must have experienced this, right? Emotional intelligence can help us to offset this pattern and be more resilient and rational in the face of strong emotion. By honoring our EI, we can help our emotional and rational sides communicate more effectively during crucial decision-making moments. Thanks to the brain's plasticity. Practicing emotional intelligence helps build neural pathways where the rational and emotional meet. It's like an EI mixer with synaptic handshakes. The rational side learns more about the emotional side and vice versa. It's ipsilateral reflexes, leading to more balanced decisions and actions. Taking emotional intelligence to the gym. Emotional intelligence is highly dynamic, modifiable. You can think of EI as a muscle. Here are some exercises which you can pass along to employees to help them pump it up. Be mindful of your emotions. That's the first rule of the gym. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for staying resilient and can serve as groundwork for all EI training. Try observing emotional responses mindfully and without judgment. For instance, consider how you respond when your boss sends an email setting up a surprise meeting at the end of the day. Or if someone cuts you off mid-sentence. Does it make you anxious or angry? Being able to identify emotions that and their triggers and can really help you to gain mental distance. The first step in building better emotional control. Get outside perspective, which is very critical and important for all of us, because emotional intelligence benefits us most when relating to others. It's valuable to get insight into how others perceive us. Think about someone you trust and respect. and with whom you can recent interaction while you were in an emotionally heightened state. Ask this to a person. What was my behavior like during the interaction? Did you feel I was respectful of your feelings? Learn from these feedbacks and use it to adjust your future interactions. Press the pause button, which is very critical for the emotional intelligence factory. Have you ever had an angry or impulsive thought one moment and the next you have sent it as an email? Well, we all have been there. Sometimes by pressing the pause button instead of send, we can save ourselves from potentially costly or embarrassing mistakes. The next time you find yourself about to make a decision in emotional heightened state, in anxious state, pause. The step away from few minutes until the emotion has passed. Revisiting the decision from a calmer perspective can help you to decide how to proceed with your cleaner head and thoughts. Ask why. Empathy and compassion are essential components of EI, but stepping into someone else's shoes is sometimes easier said than done. We can work to better understand others' perspectives by asking why, what, when questions. Why does she feel the way she does? What is he going through that made him act this way? Why do I feel differently about the situation? Remembering that others are carrying burdens you may not know about can help you to be more compassionate and understanding. Look for the opportunity within criticism. When receiving criticism, it can be easy to tense up or shut down. This is totally understandable. Being criticized is tough, but it's important to remember that criticism, ever when insensitively delivered, often carries valuable truths. Emotional intelligence can help us put our feelings aside and learn from our critics. The next time you get some tough feedback, try focusing on the message then instead of the delivery. Take a few deep, calming breaths, set aside emotions, and ask yourself what you can learn from the critic perspectives. In there is anything in the feedback you or your team could use to help you improve. Like any other skill or habit, the more we practice emotional intelligence, the more instinctive it becomes. By consistently practicing even just one or two of the exercises above, employees can harness the power of EI and learn to put their emotions to the work for themselves rather than letting emotions be in control.